What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we conclude the Gauntlet Series for the Bose QuietComfort Ultra Gen 2 earbuds and their final opponent in this fun fun series. And the finale is the Denon PerL Pro earbuds. Now, a lot of people have been asking and requesting this head-to-head, and I already had it on my list, but you guys, it had to come down to the end. So they are the final boss in this series here. This is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to dive into this and see how these match up. These being the Ultra Gen 2s match up against one of my top head earbuds in my whole entire collection. All right, so let's go ahead and pull one of each of these out. As always, I will leave link if you're interested in price and specs. I'll leave links to my unboxing videos for each in the description, and I'll also leave links to where you can pick up one or both of these earbuds if you are interested. All right, let's go ahead and take a really good look at these. As you can see, both of them are huge. I think the Denon PerL Pros are big. I don't know. I think I'll call them equally as big because they both have wings and they both have large exterior surfaces. It's just that the PerL Pros are circular, whereas you've got the I guess the elongated or stem style surface on the QC Ultra Gen 2s. All right, again, both of them, once you put them in, they're both very comfortable for long-term wear. I am rocking the SpinFit Omni ear tip on the PerL Pros, where I'm rocking the large stock ear tip and matching wing on the Bose QC Ultra Gen 2s. This is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to dive into this episode here. As I just can't wait. All right, so let's go ahead and get in through our mic test and our noise canceling test, and then we'll come back and get into that sound test, that battle between these two. I can't wait. Stay strapped in. This is a mic test with the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2 earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2 earbuds in a crowded location.
This is a mic test with the Denon PerL Pro earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Denon PerL Pro earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Denon PerL Pro earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Denon PerL Pro earbuds in a crowded location. All right, we are out for ANC Test with the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen earbuds, or 2 if you want to call them that. We are currently in transparency mode. Let me pull my app up here. Let me paint the picture while I do that. As you can hear, we've got vehicles running back and forth across, behind me. And of course we got the train tracks in other side behind the camera, but in front of me. On the other side, you may hear that we got a light breeze going, so it's doing a really good job here. All right, I just want to quickly show you guys, we are in aware mode. So what we're gonna do is we'll go ahead and put these guys in quiet. All right, now we are in quiet mode, and it got definitely quiet here. Am I hearing some auto? Yes, it's not blocking out 100%, but it's pretty darn close. All right, I mean, it's got really quiet. So let's go ahead and get into immersion. All right, now it's even got even quieter without we're in immersion, and it's gotten even quieter. I mean, we had the in quiet mode, it was whisper quiet, like I could barely hear the cars. Now that's even gotten even more quieter. Is it blocking out 100%? No. I would say 98% of the sound that you're hearing, I cannot hear. Okay, so it is doing a fantastic job of blocking out audio from the ambient sound coming from the cars riding back and forth and everything. Wonderful job. The industry's best noise canceling still continues to be that best. And by the way, I did switch out
to a larger ear tip and wing combination, and I'm also not listening to any audio while I'm doing this. This is strictly the strength of the noise canceling within these earbuds, and I have to tell you, still on top of my list as far as noise canceling earbuds goes. And also, I have my car running right next to me, and I cannot hear that. So it's doing a fantastic job of that. And like I said, very barely can hear the cars running behind me on the street, and I'm not even 10 feet. So they're doing a fantastic job. Again, okay, so if I had to rate these, excuse me, from 1 being absolute trash to 10 being the best out there, I would have to give these guys, I'll say a 9 point. Let's go 9. I'm gonna say 9.5. All right, I'm gonna say a 9.5 because there's always room for improvement. And yeah, I'll give them 9.5. I was thinking 9.75, but no, we're gonna stick at 9.5. I feel real comfortable with that. And again, like I said, always room for improvement. So this has been an ANC test of the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen earbuds. We are out for a noise canceling test with the Denon PerL Pros. You can see they're in the air. We're out. We got some good traffic going on. Yeah. All right. Right now we're in social mode or transparency mode, and I can hear all the ambient sound here, all the traffic moving up and down the road. All right. So right now I am filming on my S23 Ultra, and just wanted to make sure we got a really good representation here. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and single tap on the left earbud to put them in noise canceling mode. Let me make sure. There we go. All right, noise canceling is turned on, and I could barely hear anything. As you can see, let me switch the camera. Heavy, good traffic coming back and forth. So we are getting really good noise canceling here. I could barely hear anything. I really will have to keep my head on the swivel when using these things. Very loud noises. I can barely hear cars. This is really great. And again, I'm only doing this with no music playing, no audio. How you doing? Good. Just doing my video. Okay. All right. Again, like I was saying, no audio being playing. Is this strictly, sorry about that, strictly ANC. All right, so this has been an ANC test for the Denon PerL Pros. All right, we are back in for the sound test. We're going to start off with the QC Ultra Gen 2s. All right, we are in the Bose app for that, so I want to quickly show you guys my EQ settings for them. All right, there we go. And we already have these guys in quiet mode. They should be. Yep, they are. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and pop these in. All right, let's go ahead and get the camera switched over. Let's get our cutaway going. All right, here we go. Checking all my screens here. All right, so here we go. We got song number 1. Let's check our volume level real quick. All right, we are at the optimum listening level. All right, so let's go ahead and get our first song swung over. It is Dominique Feels Like Me, Feeling Good. QuietComfort Ultra 2s. Let's go. All right, right off the bat, no need to raise the volume, no need to turn them up. Nice and loud. Very clear. Again, like how the background vocalists fill in that space. Again, also very clear. And getting all that, the detail. Her breathing. Her enunciation of words. Yeah, you tend to, the clarity is great, but I'm focusing on the nuance stuff. I want to see if all that stuff's coming through, and it's doing a great job. And I, again, love the background vocalists coming in. They're so clear. Yeah, that harmonizing, my favorite part. Very clear. All right. Man, love the clarity. I love the spacing. I love the balance on that one. And again, and the nuance. You're getting all of the total package on this one. Well done. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get these out. We're going to switch over to the PerL Pros, check out their settings, and see how they handle song number one. All right, we are back in. We've got the Denon PerL Pros all paired up. We are in their app. As you can see here, we got noise canceling turned on. We are using my personalized settings that I went through, did the testing. Always rock with them. It sounds fantastic on there. I'm not turning on spatial audio. I'm going to leave that turned off on this one since I didn't have immersive mode turned on for the Ultra second gens. So we're going to go ahead and let it rock without that just to keep it even. All right, so we can go ahead and pop the PerL Pros in. All right, let's go ahead and get the camera cut over. Let's make sure these guys are locked in. Sometimes you gotta do that. They make sure they're nice and snug. All right, excuse me. So let's go ahead and pull up our music. Sorry, these allergies. There we go. All right, quick test. All right, we're there. So let's go ahead and get to our volume level. Let's go ahead and get that. Make sure get my cutaway going. There we go. All right, let's get up to our optimal listening level. We are there. All right, make sure. Yep, okay. Just make sure we are straight. All right, here we go. Song number one with the PerL Pros. Let's get it. Man, that clarity is impressive. The clarity is impressive. Nice. Clean sound. The background vocalists sound nice and clear too. Again, getting the nuance, the breathe, her breathing rhythm. Again, the enunciation of the words, the B's, the P's, the T's, just popping. Man, the clarity is insane. Again, background vocalists sound nice and clear, good spacing. No one's drowned out. Very clear. Man, these sound so clean. The clarity on these, I'm telling you, there's a reason why these are one of my best. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get into our second song. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We got our second song, Pony by Waranoid. We've got the Bose QC Ultra Gen 2s in the air. Let's go ahead and get our camera cut over. Let's get our cutaway. There we go. All right, here we go. Song number two, our bass song. Let's get it. Again, nice volume. Volume on this song, fantastic. Vocalists sound nice and clear. And again, I love that piano in the background. Very clear. Ooh, that low end bass. Oh, and that deep drop too. It goes in, then it gets deeper. Nice. Ooh, again. All right, let's go ahead and turn it up a little bit. All right, I ain't got to go up to 100. I'm not even trying to because these get plenty loud. No need to. Again, vocals nice and clear. Woo. That hit. Excuse me. Oh, man, that sounds so good with that low end bass too. Woo. Okay, I love it. I love it. Pardon my sneeze. I'm sorry, but man, the bass hit and then the low rumble, they sound really, really good. Let me bring this back down to where I belong. I'm a little out of pocket with that one there. All right, let's go ahead and pop these out quick. And we're going to put the PerL Pros in. And we're going to make sure we are rocking. All right, quick test. We're good. Let's make sure we're locked in, because sometimes that hook doesn't always get in there. All right, we're good to go. Which I think we are on the right. Yep. We're good on the left. Yep. All right, here we go. Song number 2. Bass song. Denon PerL Pros. Let's get it. Again, not have to worry about the volume, but the clarity. Piano, nice and crisp too. The clarity on these is insane. Ooh. That's smooth sounding bass. Very smooth, very clean sounding. All right, let's move this up. Okay. That's good. Again, not having to go to 100%. Again, vocals very clear. Oh, here we go. Woo. Oh, again, it's smooth sounding, not distorted, even at this higher volume level. And the vocalist is nice and clear. Let's come back down. All right, let me pause it. Let me come on back down where I belong. Again, the clarity, just how clear they sound. It's impressive. These guys are very, very impressive. And yes, they're a little longer in the tooth now, but man, they still keep showing and proving why they're one of the best earbuds in my rotation. That bass punch, nice, clean. It was so smooth with the low end bass, and then even with the deeper drop, still very smooth, very, very smooth. All right, let's go ahead and get over to song number 3. All right, we're back in for our final song. We got Home by Kenny G. We got the Ultra 2nd gens in. Let's go ahead and switch the camera over. There we go. Let's go ahead and get our cutaway. We got it. We're good. All right, here we go. Song number 3. QC Gen 2s. Let's get it. QC Ultra Gen 2s. Sorry. Again, nice, crisp high keys. I love the transition to the low keys, how you feel that low end bass from the lower keys. Nice. Man, the saxophone. Nice and crisp. Again, getting that nice, them low keys, getting you a nice little subtle rumble. But again, good balance with the saxophone and keyboard. I'm loving this. Again, this is one of my favorite songs. And I'm telling you, if it's, man, it sounds really good. Very, very clear. All right, let me go ahead. I love the crispness of the saxophone on this one. Very clear sounding. I like also the balance with the keyboard is not drowning it out at all. So I absolutely love that. So let's go ahead and get these swapped out. What did I do? I lose my. Okay, I thought I lost my music. All right, let's go ahead and pop in the PerL Pros. All right, quick test. All right, we are. Get it right. Get it right. All right, here we go. I'm pressing too many buttons too soon. All right, so here we go. Denon PerL Pros, final song. Let's get it. All right, again, nice. The clarity, the crispness of the keyboard. I love that bass drop too. When the transition is so smooth. Oh, sounds so clear with that saxophone. The clarity, the clarity. It's just so good. Had me lean back in the seat. Again, not the balance with the keyboard and saxophone. Very nice. Very balanced. Love it. Like, you could tell the clarity, the level of clarity, the level of tuning between these two. Oh, it sounds so good. Oh, it had me sit back. It literally had me sit back. Man, these. All right, man. It's just a fantastic sound, and I love the low keys. That nice little subtle rumble throughout. Every time them keystrokes came through, it was really nice. Detail was there. Didn't miss anything. Nothing was missed. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get this cleaned up. We're gonna come back. We're gonna break everything down. We're gonna talk about these two earbuds. Rather, I'm about to call them headphones. These two earbuds, and we're gonna pick the winner of this finale. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in, and man, this has been a fantastic final episode as well as a series. Both of these guys did a fantastic job. It was really good. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. All right, let's go ahead and break these down. First, we're gonna talk about price. Then when I say price, I mean the time that I purchased them. Okay, obviously, the PerL Pros have been out for a couple years now, and their prices have dropped. But at the time of my purchasing, I will give that the Bose or the cheaper of the two, so they'll get the point. All right, like I said, yes, these guys have been out for a couple years, and yes, their price may have dropped. I'm quite sure it has dropped by now. So you probably can get the Denon PerL Pros right now cheaper than the Gen 2s here. But when I purchased them, the Gen 2s are more expensive or cheaper than the PerL Pros, again, at the time of my purchasing. All right. So now I want to make sure I beat that into y'all, so to speak. Anyway, going on, we talk about apps. I'm going to give that one to the PerL Pros. With the hearing test right off the bat, you get the test done, and then you got your personalized sound setting, which is phenomenal. It just everything sounds fantastic with it. So the fact that they have that feature built into their app is fantastic. Let alone you do have a graphic equalizer that you can use. You can turn up and turn down the bass. You got all the bells and whistles there. They call it their immersion feat mode. You could turn that up and down. So again, fantastic job on them. So I will give Denon the nod on as far as app goes. Now we do mics. I'm going to give that one to the Bose QC Gen Ultra Gen 2s. I think in crowded situations, I think you sound a little bit more. They sound better in a crowded situation than the Denon PerL Pro. So they're going to go ahead and they're going to get the point on that one. All right. As far as being in a quiet area, both of them sound pristine, crystal clear. But again, once you're in that crowded situation, you got a lot of ambient noise. The Bose QC Ultra Gen 2s come out on top. All right. As far as noise canceling, both of them do it. Again, the PerL Pros do a fantastic job, but they still cannot knock off the best in the business when it comes to noise canceling, and that is the Bose lineup. So QC Ultra Gen 2s get the point there. Now let's go ahead and talk about music, sound. All right, first off, I'm gonna put this to bed. The Bose are the louder of the two when it comes to overall volume, just volume itself, going from 0 to 100%. Bose is the louder of the two. However, Let's talk about the songs first before I get into get into everything else. So first song, both of them did. First of all, Dominique Fields' Ami song, "Feeling Good," all a cappella. Her and her two background vocalists, both of them did a fantastic job of giving me the detail and just the way the soundstage, not wide, but yet not too narrow. That you got great balance and separation between all three vocalists on both earbuds. However, the clarity, you could tell the clarity difference when it comes to just the overall her voice and their voices. When it comes to the Denon PerL Pros as opposed to the Bose, they sound more clear. It was just a more cleaner, more clear vocals on the PerL Pros when comparing them against the QC Ultra Gen 2s. Not saying that they did a bad job, because they did a really, really good job. And I did like the clarity there, but then when you put them up against it, you could definitely tell the difference. So moving on to our second song, Pony by Waranoid, our bass song. Both of them did a fantastic job with the bass, that low end bass, and then that deep drop, and then everything like that. I think the bass was a little bit more powerful on the Bose. However, the Denon PerL Pros had the bass was smoother. I guess that's the best description I can have of it, is that it was a smoother sound. Gave you that nice low end rumble, and then that dip and that deep drop, and then came. But it was just so, again, that smooth is the best way I can think of it when it comes to that bass and everything. Yes, it was more of a more aggressive when it came with the Bose, but man, that smoothness. And then of course, when you talk about the vocalist, again, you got that smoothness from the bass mixed in, and you add in the clarity from the vocalist, and then of course the crispness of the piano behind him. It made for a very, very good listening experience with the Denon PerL Pros. The Bose is not that far behind when it came to the vocal clarity and the piano in the background. They both sound nice and clear. But again, when comparing them to the PerL Pros, you can definitely tell the difference. I mean, granted, like I said, the bass was a lot more aggressive. I loved it. It was nice punch, that low end rumble, the deep dive into that low end and come back. Yes, if we're going to pick it apart, the bass side goes to Bose. Everything else goes to the PerL Pros. As far as this, and when you talk about dissecting the song, the mids and highs, the smooth, they belong here. But the bass punch, and if you're like a bass head and you want that thump, the Bose is the way to do it. If you want that smooth but deep sounding bass, the PerL Pros is the way to go in that one. But they both did a great job. But I had to dissect it a little bit, because you could definitely tell the difference in them. All right, moving on to our third song, Home, all instrumental by Kenny G. Both of them did a fantastic job of transitioning from the crisp high keys to the low keys at the beginning of that song, and maintaining that low key every time it was struck throughout the song. As we went through, they both did a fantastic job on that, really making sure that low end, them low keys didn't vanish throughout the song, because the saxophone was very crisp, and the high keys on the keyboard were again very crisp as well, and you got that good balance. But again, you can tell the difference in clarity when it comes to these two. Again, this is Denon shining again with the clarity. I mean, it had good bass, but again, it had me sitting back in my chair. The clarity was so good. I mean, Bose, the QC Gen 2, Ultra Gen 2s, I'm telling you, these guys are a fantastic pair of headphones or earbuds. I don't know why I'm going to call them headphones. I guess I got to get the headphones. Anyway, they sound really good. I mean, you got the clarity, but then when I always say is when you put them up against the Denon PerL Pros, you can tell the difference in tuning when it comes to the mids and highs. It just sounds really clear. All right, so my winner on this one, I mean, they both did a fantastic job, and I'm glad I have them both in my rotation. But my winner will be the Denon PerL Pros in this one. Still, even getting kind of long in the tooth as far as just how old they are, but still one of my top earbuds in my collection. I'm telling you, sometimes the best some of the best just don't, they don't age. They don't age out. They just can't. They just keep on showing why they the top dogs, no matter who you bring them up against, just about anybody. But man, these sound fantastic. I'm telling you, this is a really just good sounding earbuds, and again, one of my top 3 earbuds in my rotation. If quiet is not no quiet is kept. Everybody should know that by now. But I'm telling you, the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen 2, however you want to name it. This is a definite upgrade to the QuietComfort Ultras. In my opinion, these is a quality upgrade as far as sound, mics, wireless charging. But man, this is definitely a worthy upgrade. I'm very happy that Bose has decided to catch up with everybody. I love the improved sound. The original sound good, but these sound better than that. And of course, they improved the noise canceling, if that was even possible. Yet it is possible, but they did tweak that a little bit. But man, these are a great pair of earbuds. Why do I keep saying want to say headphones? All right, so this is going to wrap up the Gauntlet Series finale for the Bose QuietComfort Ultra Gen 2, 2nd Gen, however you want to name it, however you want to say it, earbuds, and their final opponent, the final boss on this one, the Denon PerL Pros, who will walk off with the win. Excuse me, I'm sorry. If you like what you see, go and hit the like button. If you want to join me as I continue to do videos like this and others, I got another Gauntlet Series I'm about to start working on to get that out for you guys. I got another unboxing video I got to get done as well. I got some other videos coming, so you definitely want to make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. First of all, hit me with a like. That all helps the channel, helps with the algorithm, gets me out there to more people, and get videos, get the views up, get everything going. And this also helps with me being able to generate revenue, so I can bring in other products to test and review and compare and everything like that. So again, all that helps, and it's free to you. I hate asking, I really do, but it is what it is. Okay. All right. So again, I like to appreciate you guys for coming out. This has been a lot of fun, and we got a lot more fun headed our way. So I'm gonna let you guys go. It's getting kind of late. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.